Listen in.
कांग्रेस ने जैसे डॉक्टर अंबेडकर, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, एक इशू थे कि लेट all Muslim goes to Bangladesh or so-called Pakistan, and all Hindus comes to India. But वो नहीं हुआ. So many reluctant people, they have been forced to stay in Pakistan because of wrong Congress politics. We could have saved crores of Hindu. Today, the Hindu population in Bangladesh are coming down drastically. They are just now 2 crores, from 12 to 14 crores. So, where they have gone? They have been forced to convert.
There's more to that. We have limited time, but then he comes back and he says, in Assam today, I won't be surprised if the 2027 census, once the data is out in 2028, the Hindu-Muslim population in Assam will be 50-50. Now, by the TFR rates, by the rate of growth of population, by all the data, this is inorganic. This is unnatural. That means this is not the local indigenous population of Assam. He's very clearly said that I have no problems with the traditional indigenous Assamese Muslims. That's not the problem. The problem is those who are not from Assam, not from Bharat. Yes, Gopal Krishna Agarwal. This is the biggest problem.
Anand, I just want to say that the BJP's position has very well been articulated by Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. All the points that he has mentioned in the interview, they are very well clearly mentions what is the BJP's position and thinking and idea on these issues. But I also would like to say here is that there is an issue in India about the political cover and the intellectual cover to such kind of narratives which are not conducive to India's interest are being created, and which creates problem in a democratic setup and the diplomatic levels. When we also, I would like to mention here is when we credit Indira Gandhi ji for 1971 partition of Pakistan and liberation of Bangladesh, we also have to understand that there are situations that was the time where we could have done this. It was more than 90,000 soldiers from the Pakistan which had surrendered. It could have been bargained. Whether it was chicken neck or other issues. So the situation has to be analyzed. It is not that at a time of peace or anything, unless we have that situation created, we can create, now act on that. Our party, our leadership is working on CAA, SIR, NRC. All these issues are important, but if the political cover-up of intellectual and opposition parties which is given to
it's not sir, that means that the opposition, despite not having the mandate from the people, is dictating course. Then it's a fault of the government. You have the mandate, you have the power, you have the seats, you can enforce policy. The forces, the internal security is with you. So I'm just saying, sir, in the last 10 years has enough been done.
Connection of look east, the policy of look east to act east is there being done. Integration of northeast
one must act east, one must engage east, but one must also secure the east. One must also shield the east. One must also shield the east.
I agree with you. But we have to understand that the military solution to this problem at this point of time is not the solution. We have to
अगर जमीन भारत की है तो वहाँ नॉन भारतीय कैसे बस रहा है सर? उसको भगाओ वहाँ से। जमीन तो अपनी मैं ले सकता हूँ। उसमें कौन सा आर्म्ड एंगेजमेंट है? और अगर बांग्लादेशी बॉर्डर रिजर्व अपने ही देश के लोगों को अपने देश के अंदर आते हुए गोली मार रहे तो वो मारे. इट्स नॉट माय कंसर्न. We'll highlight that and tell the Bangladeshi Rangers that this is what they are doing.
आनंद जी उनको सिस्टमैटिक तरीके से उनके वोटर कार्ड बनवा दिए, आधार कार्ड बना दिए, अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स में हमारे देश की राजनीति.
That's why they are no longer in government. You are
No,
in
but
government. When I
their
say you are in
actions have
government, the
impacted.
BJP and the NDA is in government for at least 8 years, if not a full decade, in this region. I'm just saying, giving you a concession. But what I'm trying to say is, what is going to happen going forward? How concrete are these steps? That's what. Okay.
So SIR
And sadly, sir, we don't have time. We don't have the luxury of time. The latest pictures that have come from ground are shocking and alarming. The presence
Yes.
in those areas of these people who are not Bharatiya is a concern, sir. Is a huge concern.
but Anand
Dr.
ji, we have-
Dr. Ranganathan, 1 minute.
But you cannot just take a
don't have
military
enough time.
solution
Gopal,
at
one
this
second.
point of time.
I haven't spoken for half an hour. Gopalji, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to say we've just seen live demonstration on this wonderful show how propaganda and falsehood trumps facts. You had a panelist out here, Congress supporter, who told you, Anand, that you are giving us perceived demographic changes. You gave us the census data of the demography shift decade upon decade around the chicken neck. And that is considered as perceived. It is not considered as a fact anymore. Now, 10 years down the line, they will say this was a figment of your imagination. These are not census figures. This is how I repeat what Ambedkar said. The problem is internal as much as external. And as far as identifying Bangladeshis illegals or not from
Right.
the SIR, it is commonsensical. In
Right.
Bihar, you deleted 7 million voters. In Bengal, you have deleted 6 million voters. Many of them were fraudulent. Many of them are untraceable. How on earth would you find out how many of them were illegal Bangladeshis? The fact is you can't. But what you can do is you can make sure through SIR that those guys will not be voting for these elections. And that is what is irritating.
Right. Now, the point is, sir, there are people in Assam right now who are making videos on social media platforms who are trying to say, justify the lynching of Dipu Das, who are trying to contribute, going ahead and saying, urging people to contribute bricks and go ahead and do dan for making a Babri in Murshidabad. All of this is happening inside Assam right now. So, is it a powder keg or not? You decide as the viewer whether you want to agree, disagree with the Assam Chief Minister. I thank all our panelists, have really run out of time. Thank you for joining us. Namaste.